Happy Sunday to you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As you pop on, say hello and let me know that you have been here. I am assuming that if you're seeing it now, because, nobody's popped on just yet, but when you pop on watching the replay, let me know that you have been here. Let me know that you had tuned in. I'm going to do that thing and tag some friends. Let's see. Um, just so that I know that there were some people that were looking for the live and joining the live. So, super excited. Super excited. I have a lot to share with you, actually. I have a lot to share with you. I want to talk to you about the upcoming week. I want to talk to you about some channeling that's been going on behind the scenes. In my world, we've been connecting to this energy that is Leo season, connecting to the portal that has begun to really show itself and build in momentum and energy. And manifesting is often associated with Leo season, especially around the Lion's Gate and the 816 portal, 888 portal. And so I'm excited. I'm really stoked about this time. I was sharing it last week on live. This is my favorite season, is Leo season. It's my favorite time to do the things. And so we were talking about manifestation, and I want to share a little bit about what was explained there. And I also want to talk about, obviously, I have the cards that I have to reveal for you as well. But I have notes, like I have big notes. I want to talk about the alchemy of perception. I just got to sit with that title because it's so freaking good. Talk about the alchemy of perception when it comes to manifestation. So, got a lot to carry and a lot to deliver for you this Sunday afternoon. It is 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Some of you are just waking up to my beautiful face. Some of you have been awake for a little while, waiting for the live to pop on, and you're going to find your way here as you get here. I want to talk about the energy that is this upcoming week. Then I want to talk about the cards, and then I want to talk about the manifesting part of all of it. Like, I'm so freaking pumped about this conversation. Yeah. All right. So there you go. So here we go then friends. Let's do this thing. When I sat this morning and tuned into what could be expected for the week ahead, well, not often, sometimes the guides will pop in with a little bit of a disclaimer on like how to have this roll out. How do we roll this out for them? And it feels as though the beginning of the week starts kind of in slow-mo, if you will, a little slow motion, and that's okay. It's actually really serving us, and I'm so glad that I get to pop on. And for those of you that find this video, whether you pop on live, whether you watch the replay, it's really good that you're seeing this, because I'm hoping that this is going to lend you a little bit of perspective as well. The beginning of the week, which is upon us, a Sunday, Monday, maybe even into Tuesday, it feels a little sluggish. And that's okay, because it's actually giving us an opportunity to get really clear about what we want. It is a pulling in energy that is giving you an opportunity to get clear on what you desire, because this God force energy that's really at a big momentum right now is here to serve us in being able to manifest those desires into the physical 3D reality. Good morning, Marilyn. How are you? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited that you're here. I see Mr. Perkins has joined us. Hello. If you wouldn't mind sharing this or maybe tagging some of your friends and family, that would be fantastic. I tried to do that up above to some of my favorite people, as many as I could at like 5 second thing, you know what I mean? So yeah, definitely, it's so good to have you on. So I don't want you being alarmed if you feel like, oh my God, I can't pick my butt up off the ground. Like, it's purposeful, it's full of purpose, and it really is giving you this new, what do you want to call it, I'm going to tie it back in. I have lots to share. Okay, let's keep going. This God force energy that is a state of experiencing life is present for us to really get clear about how we are first experiencing life. Oh, this is amazing. I'm loving this. We move forward. There's some things I'd like to clean up. Okay, cool. Take that moment. The beginning of the week was really ushering in that opportunity for us to clear up what it is that might be in the way of what it is coming forward for you. Okay. As you get into the middle of the week, this is like maybe Tuesday for some, Wednesday, Thursday ish. We're really, it's like full display, the opposite of the things that are, I don't want to say against what we want, but it's the way they showed it to me was kind of like the amplification, like it's what's in your face, no longer deniable, no longer tiptoeing or cracking eggshell type thing. Like it's time to remove, right? You had a new moon last week that was really asking us to put the intention into the universe, into this portal of energy that is Leo season, and getting really excitable, moving the vibration upward so that you could bring in whatever it was you needed to have an awareness around so that you could clean shit up, bringing in this in between to clean up the energy for more, right? Like when we I'm trying to get a really good example here. When we are often when we start business, we start putting out like our websites, we put out our social media, we start creating some things. Like there's like this in between cluster of events that happen before that big bang that we want. It's kind of what we were speaking about last week about you can't be from here to here all in one fell swoop. There's this in between buffering of things. It's not just the buffer of time where you're asked to be patient, but it's this buffering of time where things are being acclimated, little steps are taking place. Thank you, Greg. Little steps are being given to you to take place, right? You start following the breadcrumbs towards the more. There's always a breadcrumb thing with the universe. And when we get good with this, meaning we allow it to take place without being disappointed. We don't throw ourselves off the alignment path by thinking, oh my God, I asked for this big thing and the universe gave me this itty bitty little crumb. Oh, great. That's not what I want. Maybe I need to go back and really raise my vibration. No, it is the indicator that you are where you're supposed to be. Keep following it, keep building it, keep moving towards, because more and more and more and more and more is going to come, right? So towards the middle of the week, there's just this weird thing that's happening. Again, serving you greatly. You've paused, you've gotten clear. Now your magnetic field is pulling towards you some of the things that you need to be even that much more aware of. This could be frustrating conversations. This could be, the realization that, the job that you've been saying you're going to get out of, it's finally freaking time to get out of it because I just can't take it any longer. There's this, contracting taking place. Compression is the word they're using. There's this compression happening so that you'll go really inward to evaluate what's happening, so that you can make the shifts and changes. Always inward first. The shifts and changes have to happen inward first before the external world shows up and displays itself in different scenery. Does this make sense? Towards the end of the week, we're asked to look at the big picture. And one of the examples that I've used often that I felt really guided to share again is this third person point of view. Like we want to take the third person point of view. I was talking to my daughter about it this morning and I was like, I got to run this by you. I feel like I'm giving a speech today during class, like I want to run this, does it make sense that the energy would be suggesting to us that in order to release the attachment, I think what we're going to do is we're going to give you this and then we're going to go into the manifesting teaching I want to talk about. Then we'll get the cards. How about that? Because I just can't not flow in this order. It feels really good to do it. So as I was talking to Loren this morning and I was like, we have this idea of states of being where we're in complete panic or we're in complete depressed energy. And that's actually not true. We're being given an opportunity through what is compression. We're being compressed to really go inward so that we could look at, feel into, understand, and then if we're tuned and tapped and turned onto it, reacclimate so that the energy that we bring forward or emit into the world is different. In fact, it's in line with what we want rather than in line with more of what we don't. And so when I was talking to her, about this, I was saying that if we could take a third person perspective, meaning I talk about me as if I'm not me, oh, like start talking right now if you're able, even if you're not, like who cares what people think? Like, Jackie, how's life doing for you? Like you're now having a conversation with a third party, if you will, that is creating this it's less attached. I'm not as attached to life because I'm actually tricking myself in some way, even if it's loosely, tricking myself in some way to see it as if it's not me. You see what I mean? When you start calling you by your name, there's something inward that's kind of like funky, right? And most people we're not doing it so often where we're attached to it. So like, Jackie, how's life showing up for you? Jackie, this thing that you've been wanting to manifest, it's getting closer and closer and closer. Can you feel it? Oh gosh, this is so good. When you can speak to and through your beingness in that way, you're going to have some big shifts and changes happening in your world. Connected to this same conversation is the manifestation part of this. So what the guides were sharing and what I was explaining to my daughter as we talked about it this morning is we have these 2 points. There's 2 parts. There's 2 what do you want to call it? How else? 2 points. Two. There's only one aspect of you, but there is more of you that's not in the body. So we're gonna have this vision, right, of 2 parts of me. There's the part of me that's spirit, and part of me that's not in a body, and then there's this part of me that is in form. This part of me that's not in the body knows always what it is that I desire, whether I put words to it or not. It knows always what I desire because it's that part of me that's funneling these things down to me in the body. So there's these 2 points of us, these 2 aspects of us that the universe is responding to. Thankfully, that bigger part of me, because it's bigger in quantity, has more power of attraction than this itty bitty little piece that's in the body. And thank God for it, because it's drawing to me what it is that I want. My job as the aspect in form is to feel, use my 5 senses, my 5 physical senses, to feel into where I am with regards to the alignment of my greater part already having what I want. See, source or God, it grants and grants and grants and grants and grants. There's absolutely zero time that God goes, let me think about it. Never. You have something you desire done. It's done in the universe. It's done in the energetic world, the spirit realm. The higher part of you is holding it, right? And this part of you that's in the body has to align. I want to say, find yourself, find your way to it. But that's not what they want to say. You don't have to find anything. You already have it. It's just a matter of you going inward, getting rid of lower vibrational patterns, lackful ways of thinking, energy that is preventing the flow through the heart chakra, right? So that you can line up. Here I am over here with everything I desire, but here I sit in the physical realm. I got to get scooted under here. You get scooted under here, or you can look at it from here I am down here and everything I want is up here, and I got to scoop myself up here to be in line with that desire. I want this visual to really hit home, because if you can make it make sense up here, it's going to be so much easier for you in your form to make this work. Does this make sense? So like when you think of, let's give it to you this way. When you think of something, right? Let's use a relationship, for example. When you think of a partner, let's say you had a partner or you were married and you're divorced, or your partner went away, or whatever the case may be, and you find yourself saying to the universe, I miss this partnership, I miss this relationship, I miss this person. You don't actually miss the partner, you don't actually miss the relationship, you miss the feeling that was there while you were connected to this person, because this was source energy that you felt without question. It's not the material thing or the person or the event, it's the feeling that you are missing. And so the guides share that if you can find that feeling without an external item, person, or place, then you've got the answers to how I feel the gratitude before I have the manifestation, feel the connection before I have the manifestation, get in touch with before I have the manifestation. Because the reality, the true reality is, manifestation is actually something that's been done already, just showing up right now. It's not actually the having of something that we desire. It's the journey towards it that we're looking forward to. We would say, okay, but let's give this to money. Like, if I have the money now, then I'm going to be happy now. Yeah, but you can be happy now without the money coming and know without doubt that money will be coming. You're either holding yourself off from feeling it in the moment because now is all you have, or you are misinterpreting what manifestation truly is. Manifestation is a result to how you felt first. So what you're really excited about is the feeling of what you want, the feeling of what you had, the feeling or experiencing of what you desire. If we can get ourselves into a place where that is all the work and what is most important, then whether this comes to fruition or not, we already have what we want. We know it because of the way that we feel. Does this connect? So when we think manifestation, and when we think about it in a way that the guides are talking about it now, it's almost like permission to not just believe more fully, but to have faith and trust more fully that the bigger part of you already is with the having of what it is that you are attempting to bring into the world. The spiritual world is already full of what it is you say you want. The physical world might not have evidence of it yet, but that's not actually the part. That's not the part. That's actually not the process. And I was explaining to, Loren was asking questions which were so valuable. And I was like, no, we don't actually want all of the things, because then when the things get here, we still don't feel the connection, right? Like when we think, oh, I'll be happy when the money comes, then the money comes and we still wonder why we're not happy. Or I'm happy that the business is successful and that now I have the business is successful, but I don't understand why I still don't feel happy. Or I can't wait for this partner to come. I'm going to be so happy when this partner comes. The partner comes and some odd reason I still don't feel happy. It's like, man, am I ever going to be happy? Yes, when you decide to give yourself permission to be happy without the external things being there to tell you that you can be happy. You don't need the manifestation of a notebook to finally have permission to be happy. You can be happy with or without the notebook. You've got to find your way of navigating the experience, the energy and motion, the emotion of happy right now. Happy right now. Right now, I am exhilarated. Right now, I am thriving. Right now, I am tuned to tap to turn on. Right now is so good. I'm loving every minute of it. Right now. Things then come because you're in that zone. You're like, whoa, this is great. It's like my 16-year-old in the car. 55, and it's like, okay, we're really moving. 55 feels different in the passenger seat than how it feels in the driver's seat. You feel me? Totally different. Totally different. And you're building momentum as you're going down. You want these big things, and the universe says it's already granted. It's not wanting it with you. It's done. Big round of applause, because whatever you just asked in prayer or whatever you just said to the universe this morning, permission granted. You've unlocked another manifestation. Okay, now get happy in this moment about the having of it, and you're going to see it much sooner than if you keep pausing to question pausing, to have another sign pausing, because you don't think it's we're pausing. Do you see? The other thing that I have taught, you are going to hear me say this very, very loudly because I'm so excited to give you a different perspective. I have taught you, I have said through what I've been given guidance-wise, to hold an energy of expectation around what it is that you are desiring. Hold the space. Okay? Hold it. My guides came in this morning and they're like, don't hold it, be it. Don't hold it, be it. Holding it still makes it outside you because in your mind you're holding something. Be it. Don't hold it, be it. You are the permission. You are the permission. You are the grantor. You are the being. You are God force in body. Because you asked, it is given. Abraham Hicks, law of attraction. Ask, source says yes, then you receive. You got to get good at knowing the receiving of it's already been granted because you simply asked. When you see it, that's great. That's amazing. Okay, but all right, Jax, loving you, have said bill, need said money, still have said bill, even though I am feeling this money, it is bound to come. It is bound to come. The other thing that was really interesting this morning that I felt guided to share with my girl as I was talking with her and we were working, like not working on anything, but like moving back and forth about like what I was going to talk about today and all of the things. And, I said to her, when we step into our truth of being creators, we recognize or understand that the creation, yes, happiness is an inside job. Creation is an inside job. It's created before it's witnessed. The actual witnessing of it is past tense. We are backwards in the way we are experiencing life. Anything and everything that you are seeing right now is an afterthought. That was so good. This world is trying to keep up with us. It's an afterthought of something that already manifested or occurred through creation internally first. Manifesting, bringing it into form, is an afterthought because it happens after thought. Do you feel me? So if you're over here confused, thinking you don't have because you can't see, you're screwed up. I have because I feel. I don't have because I see. I have because I feel. And I feel tapped into a relationship, tapped into more abundance, cued into what's coming next, right? So when we remember, the feeling is the aligned connection to the higher version of me. My feeling is the evidence of being aligned. It feels really good. I'm aligned. It feels like shit. I am over here and my being's over here. The level, I want to say this better. The degree of discomfort that you are feeling is the degree of separation that you have created. I have to go back and take notes on this. The degree of discomfort that you are feeling is the degree of separation that you have created, because your higher self's never going to move. God is never going to move. God's going to stay at the same vibrational frequency it has always been at, and your higher self is going to maintain the vibration and frequency it's always been at. You're the one down here swimming around like a fish. Thank God for it, because there are moments when you pop in and you're like, maintain by staying put. Being the expression of your highest version that is always tuned in, tapped, and turned on to source. It's source in the body. You are source energy in a body. You can walk around with full permission from now on saying, I am God in a body, because God is love. I am love. God is a creator. I am a creator. I just had to get it figured out this morning on Live with Jackie. Jackie said manifestation's the afterthought of something that originated internally first. Got it. There's a lot of things originating right now, right? You feel me? And especially with this Leo sun and moon and rising and this spotlight of awesome that's happening. Like, man, there's nowhere you can hide. Your light is magnified right now, and it's being called up by the cosmic happenings. That is the Leo sun and moon and rising and all the things. Okay. So I threw the energy of the week at you, and I've also thrown the teaching that I wanted to give you around manifestation, but I want to go back and kind of make it all make sense. Make it make sense, Jax. Make it make sense. Okay. I've been talking to you all about Radically Awakened, my new group program that starts next week. It's actually starting, doors are opening August 1st. We start teaching on Sunday of next week. So a week from today, we start teaching. One, it's actually lesson 10. I wrote it down, lesson 10, week 10. We're going to talk about the alchemy of perception. I don't know if that makes anybody else chilly, but it makes me chilly and it makes me feel so good. Okay, the alchemy of perception. To alchemize something is to shift it in form. To perceive something is to view something a certain way. Let's start looking at how we can view in a different way, alchemize life the way it's showing up for you. Okay, money the way it's showing up for you. Relationships in the way they're showing up for you. Because the truth is that money never equates to security. There will always be something else that you'll need in order to feel safe. And relationships don't equal love, because if we don't find it within ourselves, we will seek and 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 seek. And purpose doesn't come from a job or a career. You are already on purpose. You are on a purpose. Because you're God force energy in a body, you are on purpose. And so during Radically Awakened, which is a 20-week course where we are going to go through physical shifts and changes in alchemy, emotional and mental and spiritual and energetic work as well, one of the biggest what do you want to call it? Overlapping umbrella. The umbrella is your nervous system. Because the truth is, and on Wednesday, I'm going to put out more information, but I'm going to be live on Wednesday, more than likely in the evening. But Wednesday, I want to go into a topic around integration. There have been an overwhelming amount of psychics and intuitives in my inbox asking questions on if the universe is just stepping back, or are the guides starting to shift and change, or why they can't feel their way like they used to, why they can't see their way like they used to, why they can't hear their way like they used to. There's a bit of a panic in all everybody's voice because it's like, oh my God, I'm losing my gifts. Did I forget to do something? Did I not renew my psychic card? Like, what is happening, Jax? What's going on? Do you feel this? Is this happening with you? Blah, 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 blah. And it is so freaking on point. Hi, Kayla. So on point. Because if your nervous system isn't tuned, if it's not calm, if it's not adjusting to new normal levels of calm or of peace, meaning if we're not at greater levels of peace because of all of what we've been healing or all of what we've been creating, when you create more, then there's a call for more peace, quantity wise. The thing that I've noticed in some energies is that we keep doing the same stale self-love, self-care practices, expecting them because you're checking them off. You're not actually tuning in and regulating your nervous system. I cannot freaking wait to get people's insight and to watch all of the light bulbs go off when we speak about the nervous system and the way I'm going to teach it, because it has been I don't want to call it a nemesis, but it's been something I have enjoyed conquering, is the nervous system. And I shouldn't use the word conquer, although I feel I have, because I know exactly what to do when it goes awry. And it does. As an intuitive, as a psychic, as someone that is conduit all the time, moving energy, it can zap me. And it's good because now I know exactly where to go and exactly what to do. And I have given myself profound levels of permission when it comes to stepping back from people, places, faces, when it's come to saying no and creating boundaries in ways that will forever surprise the hell out of me. This sacred passage of perimenopause is actually what brought this into me. You don't have to be going through menopause or perimenopause to enjoy a conversation around your nervous system. It just, for me, it was what ushered in all this profound awareness. And now when I teach it in this 20-week program, you will literally become radically awakened, because no longer are we having a stupid, idiotic, gaslit, narcissistic, spiritual conversation about how people are just very low vibe right now. Just your energy's off. Fuck yeah, your energy's off because you're working through something physical and you don't know how to maneuver it. You don't know how to maneuver it. And everybody's just like throwing happy sunshine. Oh, you just got to be happy and you got to go figure it out. And you've got to go raise your vibration. Don't work with her because her energy's so low. I can't. Whoa. calm down, Jax. You got this. Ground your energy in. That can't be what we talk about anymore. And if you've got a mentor in your world that speaks like that, then get the hell away wicked quick, because they are not channeling the actual guidance that needs to be channeled in right now, which is that we have had a collective bubble of energy come in and become immersed here. And a lot of us have tapped into that vibration and went, wee, but we've had a little bit of trouble maintaining it because we didn't do the back end stuff, right? You can't just say to your business, I want an influx of customers, and that influx of customer comes in, but you don't have the team to manage. You don't have the wherefore all in your schedule. You don't have, like, right? It's not going to work. You're going to crash. Well, many of us, I'm included in that, had a crash point. Perimenopause brought this to my awareness and attention, and I see so clearly now with regards to how others are maneuvering this ebb and flow of energy. It's a nervous system problem. When your nervous system is fried or tanked or whacked out, brain fog happens easy, confusion happens easy, lack of clarity takes precedence. You don't know because you can't hear, because it's not about asking the guides to come in and give you guidance. It's about asking the guides to come in and help you regulate, but you're trying to keep your head above water and doing this thing when they actually want you to just stop, rest, relax, recalibrate. That's so behind what we're actually taught. And that's so backwards to what actually needs to happen. Society has taught us to keep hustling and keep pushing and keep figuring it out. And we've gotten to a place as a collective, as a humanity, where, you know, we are needing to do it on our own, because if we stop, all hell will break loose. There's just a lot of phooey things that we actually have to give ourselves permission to step back and reanalyze, right? Recalibrate and reacclimate, right? And so I'm really excited about this program because, unlike anything I've done before, we've incorporated a lot of hybridness to it. We're teaching through Zoom. Every Sunday there's a teaching, every Wednesday there's a checkpoint, every Friday there is an activation of some sort. A meditation, a healing, a conversation, whatever needs in that space to take place takes place on a Friday. So you've got 3 touch points with me for 20 weeks. Mid-program, we are going to gather at Joshua Tree in California. I've already taken care of the B&B. You can ask for pictures and information around it. I can give it to you. That's taken care of. Food will be provided. The only thing in addition to your investment for Radically Awakened is your gas money or your plane ticket to get you to Joshua Tree. And from there, you and I are going to have a 4-day, 3-night experience together, connecting the lower half of our chakra system. Many of you that have traveled and done retreats with me, we've done a lot of upper chakra work. This, my friends, is solar plexus, sacral chakra, and root chakra. Never before has it been time for us to anchor into the earth and let that crystalline magic work itself through us so that we finally feel safe. Your nervous system is always going to be reactive until you are safe. And I want to show you how that happens. I want to show you what it feels like so that you can reference it, bookmark it, and come back to it whenever you feel you need to. So Radically Awakened, like I said, is a 20-week experience with a hybrid retreat right in the middle. Now, if you can't make it at the end of October to Joshua Tree, it's streamed live, so you'll still be an active participant in this experience. We aren't going to leave you out by any means. The group program is, the retreat in Joshua Tree is October 23rd through the 27th. October 23rd through the 27th. The B&B is freaking phenomenal. It's big, it's airy, and man, do I have some things planned that I just can't say yet because I don't want to jinx myself, but it's coming together really nicely and all the activity. Anyway, I digress. The 5-month program, including the retreat, is $5K, pay in full. You can take advantage of payment options of $1,111, or you can send me a message and say, Jax, I'm going to throw this much money at you. Can we spread the rest of it out? And I'm going to say, yes, absolutely, because I want you here, and we're going to make it happen for you. So if you are interested in Radically Awakened, JacquelineHopper.com/Radically Awakened, get yourself in there, take this leap, because I'm telling you, if you resonate with feeling confused mentally, if you resonate with feeling fatigue that you can't explain physically, get into it. There is, yes, thank you, Bay. There is Afterpay that's available for you. There's Klarna as well that's available for you. So if my arrangements don't work for you, their arrangements will spread it out even further. And Loren is a wizard with this stuff. A wizard. I think we had a client that locked it in at less than $300 a month to make it happen for themselves. So please, we've got a team that is on it, that wants this for you as much as you want it for you. We will make it happen, I promise. But if you're in this space of fatigue, if you're in this space of mental confusion that you can't explain, if you are in this space of, this is tender, so I'm going to say this to you very tenderly because I know what it feels like. It's a dark night spiritually. It's a dark night where you ask your soul, is there more? Have I reached the cap of what is possible for me in my psychic gifts or in my intuitive gifts or in my healing abilities? That's a very, very sacred, honest, tender point to be at. Because we both know in your heart the answer is absolutely no. It's just there's something that you're not tending to for you, the mechanism, the pendulum, the tool, the oracle that needs to be calibrated. And you would be stunned to know how much that actually equates to rest. And I think the thing that I have been so blessed and so grateful for is that as I moved through this moment and period of time that I can now teach on, I will never teach you something I've not walked through. Never. It is so disingenuous. Absolutely no. And the thing I'm so grateful for is that I had people there to support and hold that space. No, you're not going crazy. You're just moving through something big. No, you're not losing your mind. And no, your guides, I still see them. Nope, I can still see them. Nope, I can still see them. Nope, they're right there. I see them. Just because there was such a disconnect. Not because I wasn't tapped into my soul. Not because I didn't know my shit. I'm an amazing psychic. I am an incredible psychic. I am an incredible intuitive. Now more than ever, I have never had such a level of confidence in myself because I've navigated these experiences on my own. No one did it for me. No one did it for me. And I'm telling you, I could probably line up a good amount of people that wish they could have done it for me because they love me so much. But no one benefits from a Jackie that someone did it for. Everyone benefits from the Jackie that figured it out through tuning in and tapping into her. And now it's time for you to do the same thing. Well, you have a sacred space of love. Isis, I will share this, even though I was going to keep it to myself. Isis is a goddess that has stepped forward, and very much the Egyptian goddess, Mary Magdalene, if you will, Mother Mary, if you will, Isis. I mean, so much so, this is, wow, too much information, but I was listening to a book. I have my romance books that are spicy. Let me tell you, the manifesting of this new partner is real, like real. The universe is like freaking out at what I want. Like, they're like, anyway, I'm listening to this spicy book, and it is a book, a romance book, completely out of my field because I want to be out right now. I don't binge watch on the TV. I'm going to binge watch on my Audible spicy books. You know what I'm talking about? And in the middle of it, this character goes into her therapist's office, and the therapist's office has Buddha and Isis all over the place. And I'm like, oh my God, okay, I hear you. All right, I'll turn it off. Oh my God. When they come find you, even when you're trying to tap out through an audio spicy book, you know what I mean? Isis is coming, and I am like so excited for this. So Isis is going to be one of our mentors, our ascended goddess, energies that are going to come with us. And it's going to be really fun because I never would have placed Isis at Joshua Tree. If somebody would have said Joshua Tree, I would have been like, Jesus! And I don't doubt my buddy will be there, but I'm just like, Isis, no, you know what I mean? Maybe Sedona, but like, okay. I love romance books. Man, nothing takes me out of my head and like, never mind, Suzanne, don't go there with me. Don't get me sidetracked, Suzanne. I'm trying to stay focused, Suzanne. Yeah, it's gonna be so good. Anyways, I'm really excited about this. We've had a lot of interest in this program, which makes me so excited because it's always my internal compass of This is exactly time. This is exactly price. This is exactly now. This is exactly what people are needing to talk about. And again, I want to approach it not from a medical space, but also from a space, if you are someone struggling with some, chemical imbalances of any kind, male or female, doesn't matter, because our male counterparts, ladies, they also are having such um, a moment of opportunity to really recalibrate themselves chemically. We don't know the power of stress. Still, we don't know the power of stress. That what it does to our bodies. And as you want to climb the vibrational scale, the more sensitive you obviously become, and the more you become sensitized to higher vibrational patterns of frequency. And when something comes and knocks you off, it's like you freaking tank and hit the floor. It's that much, you know what I mean? And so it's like, how do we get to a place where we know how to manage our vibration, keep moving up that without it being such a drop if something comes into our awareness, when something takes place in the physical world? That is another aspect of this that I want to teach on, because that would happen to me. I would get in a good place. Today's a great day. Today's an amazing day. And something totally out of my control, totally not even having anything to do with me, would be witnessed or brought in. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh man, what happened? And so I want to talk to you about what that buffer, how we create a buffer energetically. This is energetic hygiene. This is energetic responsibility. This is energy work that we have to do to really create the space where that doesn't happen. We can still third person. Wow, Jax, this is an experience. There's a lot of moving pieces that it's going to make so much more sense as we go along. But today's conversation, the alchemy of perception, is lesson 10. Wednesday, we're going to talk about lesson 20, which is integration. And again, it's going to talk about how healing's not linear. Oh, it's not linear. And it's so true. And I don't want to give you too much of that because I want you to come back on Wednesday. But healing is not linear, meaning it's not a straight thing. It's not a step by step by step by step, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's more of step 1, 10, 9, 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 17, 20, 21, 20. It is literally all over the place, and it's okay. It's okay. So I can't wait for this. I can't wait for this. This is going to be so freaking good. Never before have we had a program that also included a retreat in the middle. Again, the retreat's not extra. It's included in your price. So $5,000, pay in full. You can take advantage of Klarna. You can take advantage of Afterpay. You can take advantage of in-house payment plans, of whatever you need to do. But that retreat, that B&B, your room, your food, it's all included in this 5-month package. And it's exciting. It's exciting. I can't wait. I've never been to Joshua Tree. I just already feel the energy of it. And again, Isis is coming forward as one of the guides that are going to support us with this. And I just am this is going to be so wild and so cool to hold space. And there's other activities that we are trying to plan at the same time for our experience together. So that's going to be exciting. That's going to be so good. Okay, let's get to the card reveals, shall we? Let's get to the card reveals. This feels good. It feels real good. I'm proud of myself. I delivered what I came here to do. I put down what I needed to put down. All right. So I want to take a minute. Joshua Tree is magical. Kayla's been to Joshua Tree. And she's a being I'm manifesting, by the way. I'm going to put it out there. Like, well, I'm like, Kayla, you're coming, right? She's like, Jax, I got to figure out some things. I'm like, I know, but you're coming, right? She's been there already. So I'm jealous, but not really, because I'm going to be able to go there. I'm like, you know the things, right? Yeah. You had a really great experience in Joshua Tree, actually, if I remember correctly. Okay, so if you haven't had a minute to tap in, I posted cards this morning. ABC 1, 2, 3. I want you to take a minute. There are 3 cards. I want you to feel into which ones resonate for you, which one resonates for you. We're going to give you an added message for the week ahead. Zeta, what say you? What say you, Zeta, on the week ahead? For my friends that chose the first card, card A. Thanks, Bae. You had like a front row in advance. You were pre-teaching. All right, here we go. The blue ray. This is so powerful and potent. All right, so there are 7 rays of God. In each ray, It's not levels. It's just a ray that adds so much healing and so much potential and so much power. It acclimates our nervous system. It acclimates our chakra system. The blue ray is throat chakra connection, and it is all around how we are expressing verbally, but also vibrationally. The universe does not listen to our words. The universe could give two flying light bulbs on what it is we're saying. It's like wah 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 wah. That's what the universe hears. What it is actually listening to and responding to is the vibration that you're putting out. This is why affirmations, while they're super fun and dope, if you're just like, I'm a happy being, I'm a happy being, I'm a happy being, but you're in compression, this energy is not as happy as it could be, right? So the blue ray, when it's brought in, actually helps us evaluate what we are emitting out into the universe so that we know what the universe is responding to. Okay? Because God and source and higher self is like, yep, 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 to all the things we want, but we've got to know vibrationally what we're navigating in order to get into alignment with that. So blue ray expression. The blue ray is also about Archangel Michael is associated. Almoya is an ascended master that we channel often, connected to the blue ray. Sapphire energy, Zeta energy, it's all blue ray energy. And so protecting you, protecting what it is your soul knows you came here to put out into the world. What it is you came here to experience amongst the contrast so that you could create what only you came here to create. Right? And when they say what's yours is yours and no one can take it, what's meant for you is meant for you and no one can take it. What they also mean is what you were supposed to create in the physical world, no one else can create. It is something that you 100% need to be on board with. And so the blue ray is a powerful energy that when you tap into it, a lot of this is revealed. What the guides are also talking about is not only does it represent the expression of you and what you emit out, but it's also where you can make connection with the divine as well to receive what's being expressed from that perspective as well. So, for those of you who chose card A, woo-wee. So good. All right, second card up, card B. Creativity. Oh my gosh, how perfect for this Leo season. How perfect for this Leo season. Look at how a painter has stepped back from the canvas and really looked at the work, where they are in the creation of this vision that they want on this canvas. They're stepping back, they're evaluating, right? This is so good. You know, the only thing that I think I would say clearly in this card depicted, he is creating an image on a canvas that is already in the physical world. And what I would say to you is, this is a time to create in the physical world, letting it be the canvas for what the inside is showing you. So this represents internal environment, internal painting, internal creation through my heart, through what it is I'm desiring, through what it is that I am in need of, or through what it is that I am calling forth for me. And as you live your life, life being the canvas that you paint so beautifully, let that be where you express these heartfelt desires into the world, getting really excited, joy, and an energy of gratitude and an energy of love. Be mindful of how they feel for you, okay? Because if I were to say, I get into an energy of expectation, I expect that the universe is going to bring back what it is I put out. I put out the request, the universe answers and brings it to me, right? It's kind of my faithful golden retriever. If I throw it, Berkeley's going to go grab it and he's going to bring it back. Without fail, expectation all the way. But if your connection to the word expectation, to the energy of expectation, feels like it's entitlement, well, that's where we got to make some tweaks. What resonates for those around you may not resonate for you, and that right there is tip number one, and something very important to keep into mind, and always checking in with your inner compass, your inner GPS on how it feels for you. Okay, so you are creative. You are a creative being. That's why you're here, is to create alongside source. You are here for that very, very, very important piece. You are that important piece. All right, last card, card number 3, C. It's time to adjust. Time to adjust. So you're at a fork in the road. You can go this way or you can go this way. When you stand right here, You can tune and tap and turn on to which path feels better to you. Which path feels like it's magnetically calling you towards yourself. Okay? You are not being, this is the right one and this is the bad one. This is yes, this is no. It's more of you having this opportunity to pause, step back, and go, okay, here's where I'm at. Where am I going next? Here's where I'm at. What feels really good when I sit here with the paths of moving forwards, right? Time to adjust may mean it's time to take that inner inventory of where the mind's been, where the thoughts have been. Remember what I said to you about manifestation. Manifestation is the afterthought of what you have been thinking. You think a thought, it manifests. That manifesting is past tense. I thought I'd like a notebook. I manifested it in the physical world, and now I have a notebook. We don't celebrate this. We want to celebrate the manifesting process of I desire a notebook and the excitement that comes through looking for one or going to get one, because for me, it's Barnes & Nobles all the way. That right there, I was talking to Loren this morning. Her place is Hobby Lobby. Both of us know what Hobby Lobby and Barnes & Noble smell like. Both of us would say Hobby Lobby to her is heaven. Barnes & Nobles for me is heaven. I chuckled. You know, she's so creative. She creates all my graphics. She's created my website. She creates literally all of, you know, the designs for, you know, PDFs and journals and the cards. She put the cards together and forget about it. This girl's so creative. So, of course, Hobby Lobby is her place. I like to don myself someone that is into the wisdom. Of course, Barnes and Nobles would be my place, right? So, like, here I am adjusting my sail to how do I feel in this moment? How do I tap into in this moment? How do I manifest in this moment more things that create the exciting journey towards my heaven on earth? My Barnes and Nobles or my Hobby Lobby. That journey to it is where all that energy and momentum builds up. We're excited about the experiencing of it. That's really what this is all about. Because let's be very honest with each other, okay? Can we be honest with each other for a minute? If you kept having all these things just pop up for you, you'd be bored. New car, boom. More money, boom. New partner, boom. New partner, boom. New partner, boom. Like, no. I mean, it would be fun for a day. You know, it reminds me of that story I would tell about Midas, King Midas, you know, and how, you know, he was granted like Midas touch and everything he touched turned to gold until he touched his daughter. And you see, no longer do you have this experience, this being here to love on because now she's gold. It's not as valuable. So the relational connection that you're having with the things you desire to manifest, that's where it's good. That's where it's real good. And then the manifesting of it and the excitement of creating something new, that's where it gets real good too. So for those of you, Greg, for Greg, if you picked the third card, it's time to adjust. Not because where you're going is wrong, but because it gets to be even better than where it is right now. Ask the universe, show me how good it can get. Show me how it gets any better than how it is already. Show me how I could step more fully into whatever it is that I am desiring to step into. Time to adjust is a really great card because it's not telling you one place is good or negative. It's just you get to choose. Here we are giving permission to self again to navigate this journey in the ways that we see fit. Cool beans? My mouth hurts from all that talking. My mouth hurts from all that talking. Of course I picked 3. Yes, time to adjust. It's time to pivot. Ask the universe, how do I pivot? How do I adjust my sail? How do I adjust my perspective? How do I adjust my perspective? How have I been looking at things? How can I look at it from a different place? Show me, show me, show me. How can I stop the hustle and shift perspective? Adjust my sail to one of rest or whatever the ease might be, right? No matter what, friend, take the path of ease. Take the path of ease. Ease is going to get you where you want to go. So much nicer, so much quicker, and with a great scenic view. All right, friends. Well, I'll tell you, the order of business for the day is tapping into this energy, getting really excited about the week ahead. Remember, you're in Leo season, so it's bright, 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 bright. We're walking ourselves towards the Lion's Gate. That is going to be fantastic. Vault of Mastery, friends. We're going to have some fun in the Vault of Mastery around the Lion's Gate. That's a free community you can also enter into. But more than anything, I want to see you in Radically Awakened. I want an opportunity to love on you at Joshua Tree the end of October. So get over to JacquelineHopper.com/radically awakened and get yourself all sorted, all secured, all figured out so that you can take this 5-month journey with me. Because if you think about it, because I sure did, this is going to get us into January, February timeframe of 2026. So this is going to be an amazing way to end your year, but also start next year. We're going to do it together. And when 2 or more are gathered, you know what they say. Just saying, you can't not have an amazing experience when 2 or more are gathered in a like-mannered way, wanting to manifest the most incredible reality, awaken the most epic potential that lies within, that is ready to be just friggin' Care Beared, beamed out. Like, this is going to be so good. If you need more information, if you want more guidance, you can certainly send me a personal message. I'm happy to get you in my schedule. We can have a quick 15-minute convo around why this is for you and how we can make it happen for you. I've had some people reach out last week about the curriculum because I've been sharing that it's already done. Like, this was something that powerfully came through. And so I know what we're doing every single week, and it is going to be fan-freaking-tastic. So if there's more insight or information that you need that wasn't covered here today, please don't hesitate. There's no such thing as silly questions, and there's definitely no such thing as taking up my time. I want you to be here with me. I want to hold your hand. Yes, I said it. And journey with you towards some greatness, especially towards Joshua Tree. I want you to come and experience it for the first time with me too. Except for Kayla. Kayla's already been there, so she's going to be over here. Like, Jax, we got to go this way. She knows what she's doing. I'm trusting her. All right, friends. Thank you for joining me on this live. Again, I will be live on Wednesday. If you're on the email list, we'll be sending you a note letting you know. If you're liking and following this page, be on the lookout. Wednesday we'll be live. We're going to have a conversation around integration. That's going to be really good because the quantum field is something that is coming up big time. Big time, big time, big time. So we're going to have a conversation around integration, which is going to feel good. So I will see you then. I hope you have I hope you have an amazing rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you soon. Bye, friends.